Reverend Ken Gordon, spiritual leader for Centers for Spiritual Living, coming to you with the second week in June for our Sunday themes. Our theme for the month of June is Protect the Vulnerable, and the topic title today is Translating Heartbreak into Action. And it comes from Reverend Sonny Cantrell Smith from Lexington, Kentucky at the Ahava Center for Spiritual Living. In life, things occur and happen, and they are heartbreaking. And I want to make sure that I validate everyone with their feelings and their senses of what goes on with it. There's no doubt about it. It's painful. It's happened to me. It's happened to people I know. And I know that it's a difficult situation to go through. However, one of the things that I have found is that inevitably it turns out to be an opportunity. I don't know about you, but how many times have you talked to someone a couple of years after an incident happened and they would come back and say, oh my gosh, I had such a transformation through that activity and that action. Through that occurring in my life, I had the opportunity to grow into a greater experience and expression of life itself. Now, that's one way to be able to look at it, and it definitely is one thing to keep in mind when we move forward into life, and keep into mind when we're going through these things that appear to be tragic at the time that it occurs. Our opportunity to be able to protect the vulnerable is an opportunity for us to recognize and know that only goodness comes from everything inevitably that is given to us or that is presented to us, no matter what it looks like or how it looks. Dr. Holmes says, the world's beginning to realize that it's learned all it should through suffering and pain. Surely there can be no intelligence in the universe that wishes humanity to be sick, suffer pain, be unhappy, and end in oblivion. Surely if God or universal intelligence is imbued with goodness, then it could not ordain that humanity should ultimately be other than a perfect expression of life. That comes from the Science of Mind textbook, page 107. He also wrote in Can We Talk to God, why is it necessary that the soul shall undergo the experiences of evolution? Individuality means spontaneity, self-choice, volition, reality, creative ability. If we were to assume individuality and volition without law to bring its choice into fruition, we would have a dream, a hallucination of fantasy. Individuality presupposes choice, which presupposes the possibility of bringing choice into actual experience. Only through experience can it come full-orbed into conscious unity with the divine mind. So the opportunity that lies before us is to be able to realize that we, in the circumstances that we have, and others in the circumstances that they have, are not fixed. That everything in life evolves, everything in life grows, everything in life expands. And as it does, sometimes it rubs, sometimes there's a little bit of isometric friction, sometimes there's a lot of isometric friction. And to recognize and know that each and every one of us is on the same pathway. Every human being, every living entity on this planet is on the same pathway. And that is returning to whence they came. Returning back in to that which they originally were and always will be, which is the individualization of the life of spirit itself. It's hard to believe sometimes when these things occur in our lives that there is another side, and that that other side is filled with light, love, joy, beauty, power. And yet, that's the reality of life. We evolve, we carry on, and we move. Have a great week. I'll talk to you next week. Know you're loved and honored. God bless you.